Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Royal Rumble 2025 was a memorable night for many WWE superstars. However, for some of them, it was a bitter disappointment. A few even took out their frustrations at Lucas Oil Stadium, to the extent where punishment was a possibility. That is exactly what Seth Rollins did after he was eliminated from the men's Royal Rumble match. The Visionary was dumped out at the same time as Roman Reigns, with CM Punk getting rid of the former Shield brothers. The Second City Saint himself was immediately eliminated from behind by Logan Paul, leaving the three of them on the floor. That is where Rollins lost it. He hit multiple stomps on Reigns and got into a wild brawl with Punk at ringside. Many WWE referees had to get involved, eventually breaking them up. However, the Architect did get to attack the OTC once more. Seth Rollins even flipped off Paul Heyman right in his face before stomping Roman Reigns onto the steel steps. This may have been a step too far, taking his actions from post-Royal Rumble frustration to a full-on public outburst. To sell the impact of his attack, the Visionary may end up being suspended by WWE in storyline. Adam Pearce can announce on Monday Night Raw that Triple H made the decision to suspend Rollins for his actions at the Royal Rumble. That would build anticipation for his return, whether he is gone for a week or a month. WWE seems to be leaning towards a triple threat between Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41. While there is obvious bad blood between all three men, it seems like an odd match to book without any championship involved. The world titles will likely be up for grabs elsewhere, with Jey Uso given the choice to choose the champion he wants to face. The WWE Master has suggested he will challenge Gunther, which leaves Cody Rhodes open for now. John Cena looks set to win the Elimination Chamber and challenge the American Nightmare. Charlotte Flair won the Women's Royal Rumble match, which could lead to her facing Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. Other WrestleMania 41 matches that may have been set up include Kevin Owens vs. Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre vs. Damian Priest. In the world of professional wrestling, emotions often run high, and the WWE Universe is no stranger to dramatic moments. From surprise returns to shocking betrayals, the sports entertainment giant thrives on creating memorable storylines that keep fans on the edge of their seats. But sometimes, these emotions spill over into reality, as evidenced by the recent incident involving a 38-year-old WWE star at the Royal Rumble event. The altercation has caught the attention of WWE management, and reports suggest that AAA, the company's chief content officer, may be considering suspending the wrestler due to his public outburst. With such a high-profile issue at hand, one has to wonder what the potential outcomes of this decision might be. The Royal Rumble, one of WWE's biggest pay-per-view events, is known for its high-stakes atmosphere and intense action. Wrestlers from both Raw and SmackDown compete for a chance to headline WrestleMania, making it a night of fierce competition and anticipation. However, the event took an unexpected turn when the 38-year-old star in question was involved in a public altercation during the Rumble match. While the details of the incident are still being clarified, reports indicate that the wrestler in question, who has been a prominent fixture in WWE for over a decade, had an emotional outburst backstage after being eliminated earlier than expected from the match. Eyewitnesses claim that the star was visibly frustrated with how the elimination went down and began airing grievances with the creative direction of his storyline. What began as a backstage conversation soon escalated into a heated argument, causing a ripple effect throughout the locker room. In a world where control and discipline are paramount, such public displays of frustration are seen as unacceptable. With WWE being the global leader in sports entertainment, the company's reputation for professionalism is essential to its continued success. Thus, any behavior that undermines this professionalism is taken very seriously, regardless of how well the individual has performed or how much of a fan favorite they might be. As Chief Content Officer of WWE, Triple H is responsible for overseeing the creative direction of the company, making decisions on talent, and ensuring that everything runs smoothly. Known for his legendary in-ring career, as well as his behind-the-scenes influence, Triple H has become an integral figure in shaping WWE's modern product. His decisions, therefore, carry weight, especially when it comes to personnel matters. Triple H's decision to potentially suspend a wrestler for such an outburst would not be taken lightly. The 38-year-old star is at a pivotal point in his career, and a suspension could have significant implications on his future in WWE. Triple H's approach to this issue will likely depend on several factors, including the nature of the outburst, the wrestler's history with WWE, and the broader implications for the company's image. There are two primary directions Triple H could take in handling this matter: issuing a suspension or choosing to resolve the issue through other means. One potential outcome is that Triple H decides to suspend the wrestler as a disciplinary action. This move would send a strong message to the rest of the WWE roster that such behavior will not be tolerated, no matter the individual's standing within the company. A suspension would likely be for a limited period, perhaps a few weeks, giving the star time to cool off, reflect on his actions, and work with WWE's management team to rebuild his image. A suspension could also serve as a wake-up call for the wrestler in question. At 38 years old, the star is in the twilight years of his prime, and he may be aware that his time in WWE is limited. A suspension could act as a catalyst for him to reassess his approach to the business, including his commitment to professionalism, discipline, and the overall goals of the company. While this outcome would be difficult for the wrestler in the short term, it could ultimately lead to a more positive and productive relationship with WWE moving forward. It could allow for a redemption arc that would make for compelling storytelling both inside and outside the ring. On the other hand, Triple H may choose a more lenient approach to the situation. Given the 38-year-old wrestler's established career and popularity with fans, it's possible that WWE may decide to handle the matter privately. Instead of issuing a suspension, the company may opt for a stern warning, a fine, or an internal reprimand. This would allow the wrestler to avoid a major setback in his career while still addressing the behavior. The lenient approach may also involve further discussions between the wrestler and Triple H to address any concerns or frustrations the star may have about his current storyline or future prospects in WWE. By taking a more compassionate route, WWE could also signal to the locker room that they are open to dialogue and that talent issues can be resolved through constructive conversations rather than punitive actions. This scenario, while more lenient, could still serve as a learning experience for the wrestler, albeit without the lasting consequences that a suspension would bring. In the long run, it could allow the wrestler to maintain his place in WWE while smoothing over any tension within the company. Regardless of the immediate decision made by Triple H, the long-term impact on the wrestler's career could be significant. If the suspension goes through, the 38-year-old star could find himself at a crossroads, wondering whether this public outburst has permanently damaged his relationship with WWE. However, WWE is also known for giving second chances to talented individuals who demonstrate growth and professionalism after such incidents. The wrestler in question has built a strong fan base over the years, and that fan loyalty could play a role in his redemption. A well-timed return, after a brief suspension or resolution, could be an opportunity to showcase a reinvigorated character, one who has learned from his mistakes and is ready to earn back the trust of both the WWE brass and the fans. This redemption arc could potentially lead to even greater opportunities down the line, perhaps culminating in a high-profile match at WrestleMania or a championship run. Conversely, a suspension could also have a negative impact on the wrestler's marketability. If the outburst is seen as the tip of the iceberg in a larger pattern of frustration or dissatisfaction, WWE might view the situation as a sign that the wrestler's time in the company is coming to an end. Such a development could lead to the wrestler exploring other options, whether in other promotions or outside of wrestling altogether. Triple H's decision regarding the 38-year-old WWE star's public outburst at the Royal Rumble will undoubtedly have a significant impact on both the wrestler's career and the company's overall image. Whether the decision is a suspension or a more lenient resolution, the incident will likely serve as a turning point for the wrestler involved. The potential for growth, redemption, and reconciliation exists, but the outcome will largely depend on how both WWE management and the wrestler himself handle the situation in the coming weeks. In the unpredictable world of WWE, the line between controversy and redemption is often blurred, and it's this very unpredictability that keeps fans invested in the drama. How this incident plays out could very well shape the future of not just the wrestler involved, but also the overarching narrative of WWE itself. Only time will tell if this outburst will lead to suspension or a second chance, and whether it will fuel a new chapter in the star's storied career.